Hi, nice to meet you.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you?
Fine, thanks. You and Bad Bunny started a feud with the former WWE champion, The Miz, and his partner, Joe Morrison. Everything suggests a final showdown at WrestleMania. What do you think about it?
We didn't start a feud. I think a little jealousy on their part may have started one. Look, like everybody else, I see, I read, so I know everybody's expectations for WrestleMania. I don't know if that's the case. It would be cool, right now, I just want to be a part of WrestleMania in some way, shape, or form. And if I get to do that with my buddy, that would be great. I just want to do something special. So, but as far as Miz and Morrison, I'll tell you what, I'll take it. Whether it's WrestleMania or any other time, because I want to work with top tier talent, and the Miz, who's just world champion, Morrison, Reno, great wrestling superstar. So for me, yeah, I want to mix it up with them because it's just going to raise my stock when I beat these guys.
Almost 3 years ago, you joined the WWE. What did it mean for you and for your career?
you know, it's one of those things. I worked so hard, changing my life to try to succeed in this business and try to make it here, and I was told no, twice, actually three times. But since I went from when I changed my life and I really was like focused and determined, WWE turned me down twice, and I really thought I was never going to make it here. But I just kept on. I didn't take that as a negative. I just took it, okay, well, I'll just keep doing my thing. I'll keep working hard and let whatever happens, happens. As long as I'm happy, I'm having a good time, living the way I want to live, it's okay. And then by doing that, they called me, and it was wild. And of course I was like, yeah, I want to come work for you. And then when I joined NXT, I remember my first day, it was just like all this weight lifted off my shoulders, like I did it. Wow, I'm one of the lucky ones, because how many people strive for something like this or strive for anything, and it's real life. The hardest worker doesn't succeed. It's just sometimes it's luck and random. So for me, I was like, I can't believe I'm one of those fortunate ones. This is so cool. So for me, it means everything, and I'm taking every advantage of it, because it's not every day that everybody gets to live their dreams. So for me, I fully believe that I should live life to the fullest and be as happy as I can be while I'm here. And that's what I'm doing. I'm loving every second of it.
When did you start thinking you could become a WWE superstar? And who was the superstar that made you fall in love with this sport entertainment, if there is one?
So, yeah, so I remember I lived in Puerto Rico, and I was, a kid watching wrestling. And I remember it was a segment where The Undertaker stuffed the Ultimate Warrior in a coffin and locked it. And everybody was trying to open it because they weren't sure if he could breathe or not. It's crazy that through him almost murdering the Ultimate Warrior made me fall in love with this business. But that was the moment that I was like, this is what I want to do, because I was so intrigued. And then it was like, well, Ultimate Warrior's going to come back and he's going to go after, it was like that feeling, and just the idea of superheroes and supervillains. Like, I want to be both of them. I want to be a superhero, but then there's something cool about being that supervillain. So that's when, as a kid, I was like, I got mesmerized by it. And then as I grew older, as I aged, and I was kind of like, and I've always been into heroes as well, and like that genre of comics. And it was kind of like, well, this is real life stuff. Like, I want to do this, and then it's a dream like most kids. But then the dream kind of came to fruition when it was like, oh, there's a school I could go train and I could learn how to do this. And then that's how that came to be, but that's basically how it happened. Like, I fell in love with what I saw, and I wanted to be known. I wanted to be seen that way, as a larger than life human being, somebody with like hero capabilities or villain capabilities. And that was my love, and that entertainment and that feeling that I had. I wanted other people to have that feeling because of me. And that was really why I knew I had to do this.
How do you prepare for a match mentally?
If people see me, they'll probably think I'm a psychopath. um, just because I have to get in the zone, and I'll just kind of scream into a wall and pulling my hair. Like this is right before I go out the curtain, and I'm pacing back and forth and making faces and flexing just because I'm getting into like, I'm going to go to war, like that's how, but the day of, like I start off with, my normal morning routines, breakfast, and then have to, whether it's a long drive, but then while I'm on that drive, I kind of get in the zone. I'll put on some probably very aggressive heavy metal, and just driving where I'm just kind of like getting in the zone and mentally preparing for a day that's going to be, like I said, it's what we're doing. We're not trying to, maim anybody, but at the same time, we're really trying to get into the zone of, like I said, look, we're going to battle, we're going to war. So I have to put myself mentally there, but at the same time, there's a calmness that I feel like Damian Priest has, with like that smoothness. So I put my mind there, like, yeah, I'm gonna kick your head off, but I'm gonna smile while I do it. So it's like a mix of things that I go through. But and for the most part, hanging out with my friends backstage and stuff. So they'll kind of bring me back to the smile, where they'll make me laugh and stuff like that. So I'm not just looking like a crazy madman in the back.
At the Royal Rumble, you officially presented yourself on the main roster with an excellent performance in the ring and the handshake with Edge at the end of the match. Many fans compare it to the Undertaker shaking a young John Cena's hand. What effect does it have on you?
Man, that was cool. That was one of those things that, I was on my phone, and then I see him walking over, and I was like, oh no. Like I put my phone down. And then, he said those words, and that wasn't like, he didn't have to do that. The cameras are just following him walking to the ring. And he saw me and came over. And if you see it in my face, I couldn't even speak. Like, I didn't know what to say. He just caught me off guard, and I was like, what? And then he walked away. I was like, did that just happen? It means the world to me. I mean, it's Edge. He's a Hall of Famer that his career was supposed to end, and it came back. And now I have the opportunity. I might have the opportunity to actually get in the ring and mix it up with him. Like, and on top of that, he just came, and for no reason whatsoever, other than just being a good human being, saying kind words to me, just to kind of like motivate me to that. It's so, good to have you here. I don't know. It's so cool. And then the comparison is great because, man, if I could have half of the success that John Cena has, I think I'd do pretty good, because that guy's had a hell of a career. So, the comparison is definitely cool. And being that the Undertaker is in the video, makes it cool too. So I like a lot of different emotions with that, but it's all positive emotions.
Not all NXT moves to Raw or SmackDown have gone well over the years. How are you feeling about the future, and why should people believe in Damian Priest?
So for me, everybody's different. This is an individual business. It's not a team sport. So every person has the ability to figure it out for themselves, and that's the way I believe. So if things don't work out for me, I have to figure out a way to make it work out. It's always on us. I very much was a failure years ago because of the way I lived my life. I was out of shape. I coasted. I had a very negative mentality, and I figured out a way to change all of it. And here I am in the WWE on Monday Night Raw. Hell, I'm talking to you because the company sees me as somebody that people need to, know about. And it's wild, and I love it. I worked hard for it, and I think everybody in the company has too. So for me, if people think that, because I came from NXT, be weary, to get invested because it might not work out, I don't see it that way. It doesn't matter whether you come from NXT or from an independent promotion or from the NFL or from UFC or from anywhere else. To me, we're all individuals. And if with support of our fans, we can always become a bigger star. And like I said, it's on us to figure out a way to continue remaining on that path and up here, So for me, I'm very positive as far as looking towards my future. I just don't think of the negative side. I just see myself loving every day of what I do.
With your Raw, a number of possibilities open up for you. There are so many possible dream match opponents. Who would you like to face?
Oh, man. There's so many. Yeah, you said it. It's funny because I thought about this on my own. And then I'll, like, let's say in my head, I have like a list, right? And I'll start naming names. And then I'm realizing I'm just naming everybody on the roster. But I'd be lying if it didn't start at the top. You got to start with like the biggest stars, because that's where I want to be. So just speaking the raw side, what we're talking about, Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt. But again, you see, I'm just going to keep going and name everybody. And AJ Styles and Edge, Matt Riddle and Keith Lee and Braun Strowman. So it just keeps going to everybody on the roster. But I like the top names that there are obviously the ones around the main event picture. Like those are the guys that I need to mix it up with. Those are my dream opponents, because they're the ones that are going to elevate me to be in that role as well, and to be seen and accepted as someone who belongs in that role. So those are the people that I have to mix it up with. And then, although it seems like he's challenging for, he's going to be challenging Roman, Edge, who is technically a Raw superstar, that's a dream, because we don't know how long he's going to want to do this for at this point. So if I could get in there and mix it up with him in a singles or something like that, that'd be so cool.
The last one, Triple H has always shown great confidence and appreciation in you. How important was it for you, and what is the most important teaching he gave you?
Oh man, that's one of those things that, is this real? Like I'm a fan, and it's wild when I speak to him, because I'm looking at him like, whoa, wait, you're Triple H. Why are you talking to me? Like it just hits me every so often when I'm speaking to him. And then him saying publicly, and one thing is him to say it to me, maybe say it to other coworkers, but when he says it publicly, something positive about me, number one, it puts extra pressure on me, because I can't let him down, right? But he does it on purpose to motivate. And it means the world, and he still does to this day, where he's known what to say to me at the right times when I'm feeling nervous or unsure about something. He knows, he can see it in my face, I guess, and then he'll walk right up to me, say a few words in my ear, tap me, slap me in the back, and say, "Good, now go out there and do what you do." And then I don't know, it just put something over me. It's great. And the best thing he told me was, I need you to erase all the pretending and all the characters and all the stuff that people ask you to do. He goes, I want the guy that I'm talking to. Just be that out there. And then you just be yourself every single time. Just be this cool MFer that I know. Go out there, do your thing. And I'm just like, okay, like you're giving me permission to just be me. And even that took me a minute, but he was willing to wait and keep pushing and pushing till I finally figured it out. And then he's like, now you're a star. And it was the coolest thing, because it's Triple H, the game, like that's if you need someone to have your back, that's definitely one that you want, and somebody to motivate you. So it means the world to me. Everything that he's done and said to me, I am extremely appreciative.
Thank you very much, Damian. It was really amazing chatting with you. I just ask you if you could say hello to your Italian fans.
Listen, to all my fans in Italy, thank you for your support, because I need the support from everybody all around the world, because you helped me become a bigger star. You helped me have my name stand the test of time, which is my ultimate goal. I want my name to live on forever. So I absolutely need everybody's support. So continue watching me every week live on Discovery, I believe. I appreciate you more than you know.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
You got it.